Brian, at the heart of the outraged media coverage of January 6th is Donald Trump's insistence, and sometimes you get several statements a day from him, that he did not lose the election. Now, you have some thoughts about that.
Yeah, I do. I think that in life, you have to learn to lose. Hillary Clinton has to learn that. You know, Al Gore pretty much did learn that. Stacey Abrams didn't learn that. And if you did, in fact, get screwed out of this election, put together an A-team list of lawyers, not the ones we witnessed, and show us the districts and show us how.
Now, I have to say it's rather significant when Brian Kilmeade attacks Donald Trump. Well, I wouldn't say that he attacked him, but, gave him a little bit of a nudge to maybe act like an adult. However, we know that this doesn't necessarily matter because the raging base, they want to keep on believing that Donald Trump won the election, even if they don't actually believe it. They love the attitude. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Jackson White, co-founder and chief of content at Politiscope, and thank you for tuning in today to TYT. So let's keep it rolling and see what he has to say, then I'll come on back and give you my thoughts.
And if you did, in fact, get screwed out of this election, put together an A-team list of lawyers, not the ones we witnessed, and show us the districts and show us how. I have not seen any of that. And people were very receptive. You would have been very receptive if they showed proof of this. Now, it defies logic to think the president could win by 7 million votes, who never left his basement, who couldn't put together a clear speech, who never engaged in a challenging interview, who really struggled through every debate, could actually win this election. But in the end, I think you got to channel back to Andrew Jackson, the guy the president also was compared to quite often, an outsider that defied logic, didn't want to be an insider to Washington, hired his family.
Now, of course, he had to pad Trump's ego towards the end there. It's okay. You're not the only one in the camp. Hillary Clinton, she had a rough time accepting her election loss. Stacey Abrams, she hasn't accepted it. There was nothing foul going on there. And Al Gore, he accepted it because, Trump can't be alone in that camp. But, what I really want to point in on is he was like, it defies logic that someone like Joe Biden, who really didn't do much on the campaign, could possibly beat someone like Donald Trump, which again just shows you how much of a bubble that these people really live in. Because it's like, guys, most people in the country despise Donald Trump, think he's a joke, do not want him, do not like him. But most people in the country don't necessarily pay close attention to the political process, and they still don't like him because they're just going off of whatever their voting base is. Their voting base loves Donald Trump. So to them, everyone must love it. It's only those crazy raging communists who love anyone else. Who would have voted for Joe Biden? Because, of course, Donald Trump is such a competent, insane, and cordial man. He just gets the job done each and every time. He's such a successful businessman. I mean, how can we argue with those facts? Of course. But, it's just funny again when, Brian Kilmeade's like, look, dude, you lost the election. But, we know Trump's never going to admit that he lost the election. And honestly, it's going to continue to work for him and his base because it is a sign of what they think is power. And that is what the American right wing is all about. Power.